All right, and welcome back, folks. This is the second game of this day two of this day three tournament. As you're watching this 2025 U18aa Nova Scotia Female Hockey League Provincial Championship presented to you by Fairley and Stevens. This second game features the Metro West Force Blue and the Fundy Highland Stars. And for Metro West Force Blue, they're looking for their first win. They tied their first game yesterday and lost the second game to the QC Whitecaps Black. Well, they lost 1-3. And for the Fundy Highland Stars, they won their first game against the Metro East Inferno Fire, but lost to the Metro West Force Red. And again, folks, Metro West Force Red just beat the top seeded QC Whitecap Blacks 5-1. So the standings are in fluctuation at the moment, and we have a lot to talk about with these upcoming games. And starting with, of course, Metro West Force Blue, Ellie Dykrick, who's been fantastic with 2 goals in the tournament and has been really good. McPherson and Gervais also has piled on assists. They've only scored 1 goal in each of the games at this point, but they've also had some spectacular play, too, from their goalkeeping unit. Talking most importantly about Sophia Kidd. She has been very good between the posts and someone to watch out for in this game. And, of course, you have Elena Palmer, who also had a good outing, too, when she got the start. Elle Dietrich, we'll talk about throughout this broadcast. One of the assistant captains on the team, as there's a quick cover-up on the shot. And easy save for a face-off.
Yeah, just into the stick right there of Kidd. See what they can get going here.
And we talk about this team, the Fundy Highland Stars. Garcia is a huge difference maker for this team. Chloe Garcia, to be exact. She had 2 assists and a goal in the first game that they played and won against Metro East Inferno Fire. So what you'll see from her on the ice is she can manipulate a defense with her stick handling. She is a great passer, so she does a little bit anything, that center type of role.
Good job by the Stars to keep the puck in here. And again, another shot attempt. Just over the net there for Cameron. Check that, that was Garcia.
It's fun. I was able to do like a post-game interview after that QC Whitecaps Black win or loss to the Metro West Force Red, and got to talk with Lila McDonald from Metro West Force Red, and it's really cool to talk with some of these athletes, what they want to do afterwards. And I was talking with McDonald, and she said she wanted to be an axewoman at some point and hopefully join the hockey team. So you have a lot of these players too, and this is what you're seeing. This could be the future of what we see at women's hockey at the collegiate level. So that's a great pass up front, and Wiley just misfired on it, but a nice pass, and that's what you need if you're the Fundy Highland Stars or coming off a loss trying to get back in the win category. It's a similar situation for Metro West Force Blue with a tie and the loss, so both teams are in desperation mode. They come with the win and stay alive for the provincial title.
Sent back down again by Fundy Highland. They've had all the pressure so far in these first 3 minutes.
Also, we talked about the Fundy Highland Stars. Another player who's been solid, Brooklyn Bagnell-Lother. She is willing to get nitty-gritty and go up right to the slot or near the crease to try and get some goals, and her efforts did actually result in a goal the first time they played, and actually scored the first goal of the tournament for the Fundy Highland Stars. Check that, the second goal. The first goal was actually scored by Bella Purdy. Dennis from back the blue line. Tipped in away by Saunders. And they'll reset. And they'll go to Key. And Key with a nice heads-up play to try to get it ahead. And Marchand there. And Dennis sends a shot. Goes off McPherson.
No offside call there.
And to the displeased friends and family in the crowd.
They will get an icing call, however. Given better ice position in the end. Force Blue need to get something going here. Haven't had any chances. Face off now in the offensive zone. Garcia Moore.
Another person we'll see out there shortly for the Fundy Highland Stars is none other than Sophia Hatcher. She also scored the other goal for the Fundy Highland Stars. The shot from Dennis goes off Wiley. Hollis trying to pick it up. fighting for it, and a clean cover-up from Kidd. Lignell Lothar trying to win the face-off. The Peck sends it over, trying to get this break started for Metro West Force Blue. This is their first game, the second day of the tournament. Tournaments are always tough, especially ones of these magnitudes. They're all competing for provincial title. Early start here at 8:30. But we do also give a shout out to Metro West Force Red as they are hosting the tournament and providing a lot of snacks and food here inside the Daphne Center. So they've been very clutch as a puck goes sending down the other side of the rink. In fact, we actually got pancakes. That's a win in my book.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with pancakes.
We should just talk about food the whole entire time instead of talking about the game. Just have a long conversation about ranking the top breakfast foods ever. Or have a debate about pancakes and waffles. Which one would you take?
Oh, say neither. You got to go with French toast, man.
French toast. Oh, the wild card. All right. There we go. This is what we get paid to do, folks. This is not talk about the game of hockey, which everyone loves tuning in, but yeah, breakfast foods. Yes. Anyways, we get back to live play. Up to this point, it's been either team that's gotten a few shots, but mostly it's all been the Fundy Highland Stars right now, as they currently have 2 shots on goal to Metro West Force Blues 0. And a stoppage and play, another face-off. So it's been icings, face-offs, and again, it's been what day 2, these tournaments, what happens that always at day 1, right, Ethan? You're trying to figure out the team, what do they look like defensively, what are some strategy you go into, and then once you start progressing tournament, you get a feel for how these teams like to approach and change things, so it makes it a little bit easier, but still, it's a short turnaround. There's not a lot of adjustments you can make. You ultimately have to do what's going to best help your team try to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough start here for the Metro West Force Blue. Still no shot attempts here. Giving up lots of chances. Another chance here.
But a good stick from Gervais was able to lift the stick up to get a chance away from Wiley.
And here she goes now.
And Gervais, the defenseman, sends a shot. Does go off a player. McKay picks it up. And taken right back by the Highland Stars. Taylor lost it for a moment. Taylor is also someone hasn't gotten on the point sheet as much, but for this team is one of the top point leaders besides Chloe Garcia.
Nice move there from McGinnis. Just lost it, though.
And a good stick by McRae. Then you have Dietrich back out there for Metro West Force Blue. And keep moving, trying to send it up the head, and Kidd with the stop. So not a lot talked about with goalkeepers, how a lot of times the pace of the game is dependent on them being able to make the decision of whether I cover the puck up, do I play it and wrap it around the boards. And so far, I think so what we've seen from the goalkeepers, they made really good decisions on stopping the play, allowing them to reset.
Yeah, she's been very strong, keeping her foot against that post. I mean, 2 shots coming into the corner of the net already.
And Kidd did play yesterday and had a very impressive game. Made a ton of saves and only allowed 1 goal. So this is a player that is going to play at a high level. And it's going to be tough for the Fundy Highland Stars, who do have talent. But I think in order to affect a player like Kidd, you're going to have to be able to maybe screen, and there's a puck and another stop. But also what you're seeing, too, from the defensemen for the Metro West Force Blue, they've been really good being able to lift sticks up, direct pucks, deflect pucks. They've been doing a really good job of keeping it clean for Kidd to be able to see the floor and also help her out when needed.
Yeah, and they're certainly one of the smaller D-cores in this tournament, but they're not afraid to use their body when it comes to defense.
It's not so much about schemes, but attitude, and they have a great one as it goes off Metro West Force player, and Saunders has it.
Yeah, good block from assistant captain McRae there. Chance out front.
Yeah, Dietrich had a look at it. And the Highland Stars trying to go back with it, but the captain, McPherson, picks it up. And a stop and play. Now with that stoppage in play, we'll take a quick break and bring you back with more coverage. You're watching this 2025 U18aa NSFHL Provincial Championship presented by Farley & Stevens on Maritime Athletic Profiles on YouTube live stream. We're back with more coverage in just a moment. And welcome back here, folks, as we do have a stoppage in play for a penalty, which is a 5-minute penalty. And that'll allow Metro Rest Force Blue to have a chance to get some points on the board. The goal scorer will have a chance here, as the Funding Highland Stars will have to try and defend this 5-minute penalty, which will definitely take some time. Here's McPherson, takes a slap shot, low trajectory, and stopped by Palmer. McPherson again. Thinking about Garcia out, trying to effect a shot. Gervais. Dietrich back to McPherson from Gervais, trying to set it up to McInnes, and a good clear from the Fundy Highland Stars.
Lose their footing there.
McRae. Is Garcia with the clear. Here comes the captain. McPherson with a shot. Lost the rebound chance, and another save from Palmer. Two saves that you saw from Palmer, and McPherson waiting for it, sends it over. As you can see, McPherson had the stick ready, looking for the one-timer.
A great start to this power play.
And they got a lot of time. They're not even halfway through it. Gervais, good move. Dietrich, the backhander just a little bit far left of the post. McPherson, slap shot, goes off Garcia. Garcia makes a move. There could be a 2-1 opportunity for the Fundy Highland Stars. Garcia makes a move. The pass. Oh, no, just missed. And try to get it behind, and no good. And the stop by Kidd, as Garcia knew it was so close to being a shorthanded goal, as Hatchard was looking for her second goal of the tournament.
What a job from Chloe Garcia there, blocking the slap shot, taking it along the left wing.
And that's the tough part, too, when you're on the power play, Ethan, is that sometimes as defenders you get a little bit aggressive, start pinching up to try and get some goal-scoring opportunities, and that could lead to a quick 2-on-1 fast break on the other end.
Yeah, they definitely have to start watching out for that a bit more. Still have 3:19 remaining on this power play.
Yeah, and not a lot of shots on goal so far. Only 2 shots on goal difference between the Fundy Highland Stars and the Metro West Force Blue. Some stop and play. Assistant Captain Lily McRae getting helped off last by our Captain McPherson. Seems to be doing better, which is good to see.
Short-handed offensive face-off here for the Stars.
It's been a little bit difficult towards the second half of this power play unit for the Metro West Force Blue. They've been struggling a little bit to get offense as they had a good power play set up with McPherson, Dietrich, got a few chances, but right now the Fundy Highland Stars are putting it on the Metro West Force Blue at the moment. They have been controlling the puck and keeping it away, and that's the name of the game.
Yeah, this last minute of penalty kill has been very strong. Can us now look at the captain back out there now.
The shot by McPherson goes off the skates.
Rebound.
Puck loose. Palmer fighting for it. Puck still loose behind the net. Shot up ahead, trying to look for McInnes, and it's cleared. A few dangerous moments, but both goaltenders as offside. McRae just a little too quick on the trigger. Garcia back. 3 jerseys around, trying to make a move. Puts on the skates. Gervais right there, followed up by Dietrich. Minute left in this 5-minute penalty. It almost got the clear, but it goes in the neutral zone. Gervais was trying to set up and offsides. Dietrich did not get back in time, and a face-off.
Only 37 seconds remaining on the power play. What a job by the Stars.
This will be very impressive if they're able to successfully kill it, and they're about 30 seconds away from doing that. Peck across the center ice, waiting on a few of her red teammates. And there's Porter. Porter is another player to watch out for the Fundy Highland Stars. Makes a little bit of a move, tries to get a shot on goal off a red player, as they'll try to get the last bit of juice out of this 10 seconds left in this power play. Stickley Sends it down to Callum, McKay, Stickley. And now you have the Fundy Highland Stars back to even strength. They successfully fought off a 5-minute penalty.
Yeah, what a job there from the Stars. You can credit Palmer to that, making 4 huge saves on the penalty kill.
Here's a little bit of a move. McDonald, no. Porter with it. Moore tries to pick it away. Still stays inside the Fundy Highland Stars territory. Good pressure put on and a cover up from Palmer.
Good job to contain the rebound there from Palmer. See on the replay here. Right in the pads. Covers up after.
The puck goes down the other end. McClellan racing down. Looking for McRae.
Nice block shot there.
And here comes Hatchard. Has a few Fundy Highland players. Good pass up ahead. And what a stop from Kidd. The puck's still loose. We'll have to get a replay of that. Put it up, producer Dylan. That is a heck of a save. And a really great pass setup. But this is what Kidd's been doing as Hatchard fires one far left. And right before the first period is close to expiring. And we're still deadlocked at 0-0.
12 seconds remaining.
The last chance here for the Metro West Force Red. Shot on goal stopped by Palmer again. And that concludes this first period. We are held scoreless. The only thing to note was there was a 5-minute major that was assessed that gave the Metro West Force Blue a chance to try and put points on the board, but they were unable to do so. Some chances for either teams, but we still do not have a score. But this gives us time not only talk about the game, but also mention the sponsors for this tournament, the Nova Scotia Female Hockey League. So the sponsors again, the shout out to Dexter Construction, Highland Geomatics Engineering Incorporated, McDonald's Fisheries, and Kaiser's Group. And the presenting sponsor for this event, Fairley and Stevens. So this is the third game that both of the teams have played up to this point in the tournament. And then after this one, we'll have a 12 o'clock start with the Metro East Inferno Fire taking on the Metro West Force Red, as they just played the QC Whitecaps Black and won that 5-1. Some great play from Lila McDonald, Chelsea Henderson, and Ava Lorette. Ava Lorette has had a great tournament, already up to 7 points. Had 2 goals and 2 assists in today's early performance. But we talk about performances. Both goalkeepers, they've been the star.
Yeah, certainly been a very good start here for Palmer and Kidd as well. A nice save from Sophie Kidd at the end of the period.
And good to see McRae is back out playing. A little dinged up back in that first period, but good to see that she's back out there and playing. And as assistant captain, as you know, captain and assistant captain are so huge to keeping the team on track. Pass up ahead, just lost for a moment for Saunders. And Chloe Garcia trying to track it down and swat away by the captain, McPherson.
Yeah, Garcia's had a strong game so far, especially during that penalty kill.
lot of bodies up in the front trying to screen. You'd see Bagnell Lothar setting up shop right in front of Kidd. An interesting battle to watch between Lothar and McPherson. Here's a scoring chance for the Fundy Highland Stars. A shot, wrist shot, fires wide. Here's a chance here for Bagnell Lothar. Good move at the backhand. Doesn't find itself on net. Here come the Fundy Highland Stars setting back up again. There's a pad save and the stop from Kidd.
Nice job to contain the rebound there on the slap shot from the point. You'll see it again here on the replay.
Kaylee Hollis with the shot and Kidd with the save.
Another shot from the point there, blocked this time.
Totten with it. Takes another shot. Kidd says not a problem. An absolute gatekeeper right now. Nothing has been able to affect her whatsoever. And then there's a stop. Controlling possession, controlling time.
Shots fairly even so far.
Fundy Highland Stars with 9 shots to the Metro West Force Blues 7. And there is a turnover in the neutral zone. This has a perfect chance for the Metro West Force Blue. They fire to Moore, or again deflected by Porter. There's a shot. Another heads-up defense, another save, back up, another back-to-back save. The puck's still loose. What presence of mind from Palmer.
Yeah, great job from Palmer there.
There's about 2 or 3 saves that we saw in that one sequence. We'll see in the replay here. There's 1 there, 2 there, 3, yep. They say 2 shots, so we'll say it's 2 saves.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to count that many shots when
it's subjective.
It's
a little bit subjective, too, when you're talking about, like, if your stick just barely touches it or if it's you have a defenseman who hits your stick so you don't get full of it. And, yeah, so it's – but 2 saves, still impressive.
Can we have a penalty here?
Yes. Going against the Fundy Highland Stars once more. Check that. No, the Metro West Force Blue. So now the Fundy Highland Stars have the man advantage on this power play.
Yeah, their first power play of the game. Won't be a 5-minute one this time, but they'll still get 2 with the advantage.
Well, what I will tell you this is Sofia Garcia, watch what she's able to do in the power play as she has the puck right here. Fires it, and a lot of power. Just didn't quite find its place on goal. They go back to Garcia.
And just as we were talking about earlier, the Stars are pinching very hard right now on the power play. And you said watch Garcia.
Yeah, no, she makes the move. She got some space here. Garcia applies, and that's a follow-up rebound score! What a play! Set up from Garcia and finished by Brooklyn Bagnell Lothar. The second goal for Brooklyn Bagnell Lothar on the tournament. And they go up 1-0 against the Metro West Force Blue.
Yeah, and that was just all Chloe Garcia there. Splits the defenders, moves up the middle, off the pad there, rebound chance, just buried right into the back of the net. And what a spark of energy for the Stars there, getting that power play goal.
So that's the 3rd assist for Chloe Garcia. And the second goal for Bagnell Lothar. And finally, after a scoreless first period, you have the Highland Stars entering the Cosmos and getting a goal.
Taylor going to get called there. She'll head to the box.
And now there's a power play advantage now for the Fundy. Check that the Metro West Force Blue now. So now it's 2 power play chances. They'll get, assuming a 2-minute minor. Actually, no, it's a 4-minute penalty. So here's a chance. Here we go for Hatchard using the speed. Can he go all the way with it? Oh, and no! What a play from Kidd. Just got the glove right behind and saved it. Hatchard had it all the way, trying to go for glory, and was denied by Kidd.
Oh, my goodness. We need to see the replay on that immediately.
Went through past Gervais, went to the backhand, and Kidd just had the glove right at the right place at the right time.
I feel like that might have went off the post as well there.
As I think we do have a goal line camera, so potentially at the next face-off or stoppage in play, we can take another look at it. But yeah, that's a highlight level play for Kidd. Even though just allowed a goal, it was on the power play advantage. Other than that, has been fantastic. It's just tough when you got the man advantage. There's another shot taken by Key and saved by Kidd. McPherson has McInnes to the left, loses control. And there is a hand up for another penalty call.
Going to be a McPherson there.
The captain. So now we'll have even strength 4-on-4 hockey as we'll see another replay of that attempt by Hatchard and see how Kidd was able to stop that from going in. Yeah, you were right, Ethan. It hit the post.
Yeah.
So there was daylight, but again, the goaltender's best friend in all of hockey, the post.
So we'll get 2 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey here, but then the West Force Blue will go back onto the power play, due to them having the 4-minute power play advantage. Penalty came 54 seconds into that power play. So they'll still have 1:06 remaining after the Stars penalty is over.
Here's Garcia weaving through. Bagnell Lothar with 1 goal. The pass from the defenseman, ricochet. Bagnell Lothar couldn't get it. Tracked down by Dean, back to Garcia. Garcia fires it, goes off of Peck. Garcia fires it, a lot of traffic in front. The pass is a go. Oh man, there was that a close chance for Bagnell Lothar. I thought for the briefest of moments that could have gone past Kidd. It just couldn't see where the puck was located. Yeah. Trying to clear and they don't. It's still now with Garcia, sends a shot, followed up, rebound, no. Kidd again with another save.
She's been really strong on
Dean
this 4-on-4
fires
here.
away and actually hit Porter, and then Kidd stops it. The ability to stay cool under pressure is the name of the job description for being a goaltender at any level. And you're seeing Kidd, even though had that goal that was allowed in the power play, you can see that has not affected her level of play whatsoever. And you can see on these replays just how well she is playing and keeping her team in it.
Puck will go out there.
Porter lost it. McRae with it. Hollis trying to send it back. Here comes Porter. Just one defenseman to beat. Goes to the left and the save.
Right into the chest there, Sophie Kidd. Good job to track down Porter on that play. 8:47 remaining in this second, nearly halfway done it.
Should be close for the Fundy Highland Stars. Will have still have the power play advantage as they have the 4-minute penalty.
Yeah, and that power play will take place in 3 seconds. Yeah, trying to break out as the power play starts, but kept in there.
Gervais makes some moves, lost by Hatchard. Hatchard had the breakaway. There she goes one more time, but that was a nice get from Gervais to keep that from being a man advantage the other way. Here is Dietrich off the blocker. Good stop by Palmer.
Yeah, a great chance for Dietrich there on the 2-on-1. She's got it again in the corner now.
Shot stayed by Palmer. A few more sticks. Puck was loose for a moment, but a whistle was called and a face-off. And you can see it got a little bit heated there for a moment between Palmer and Dietrich.
Yeah,
even though Dietrich had a little bit of a smile on her face.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. See if any more things will brew between them. I don't know if that was a happy smile or if that was a smile of sass from Dietrich. Didn't look too happy there.
Yeah. It's okay to be a little bit of an instigator. Just poke the bear a little bit. Gervais can't get the shot through. Finally gets into the stick of McPherson. Again, just all the pathways being blocked by either a Metro West Force Blue player or a Fundy Highland player. And what a score from McInnes! There was no chance from that angle. Went top shelf, and that's good. They go up and tie it 1-1.
Yeah, and you can thank that beautiful pass from Haley Gervais. You'll see it here on this replay. Puck comes across to her on the left side, sends it down to the corner, roofs it up top.
Oh, man.
What a beautiful shot there from Julia McInnes. Tying this game up just past the halfway point in this match. 7:10 remaining in this second. Just what Metro West Force Blue needed.
So, again, that first period, no goals scored. Now we have 2 goals scored. That has resulted in a 1-1 tie. The score of McInnes, but as Ethan highlighted, it was now without the brilliant passing, and Garcia sets it up, and I think that was a nice save from Kidd, who just got the flash of the leather.
Yeah, we'll have to see that one again on the replay. Great job to stop the one-time attempt there.
Yeah, it's been we were demanding a lot from our producer, I realized. Like every time we're like, yeah, get that, better get that, or else we're going to have a problem. Poor Dylan's just going, man, I got to operate the camera and I got to capture replays. Like, can you just give me a break?
No, it's easy to bark orders at somebody when they're good at what they do.
You can yell at them as long as they're good performers.
A nice save from Palmer there, letting up the rebound, though.
Yeah, we're more than halfway through the second period. So Dietrich with an assist, along with McPherson with an assist. Pass up ahead, that was actually good because Porter was racing in to try and close out on the scoring opportunity. A few sticks, spies in the floor, and then finally Kidd gloved it. Didn't have to save it, probably would have gone up into the glass. As we'll see the replay of it. Yeah, that was
beautiful save there. Yeah. See that last play there, Porter stepping on the puck.
And a lot of time, too, when you're a goalkeeper, the best thing you can do is just try to get a hand out to try and save it. And sometimes, more likely than not, there's going to be a chance to get a piece of it.
Try to break out behind their own net now.
McPherson making a move. He has some action. It's one defense mirror to beat. McPherson goes and scores with the backhand. I did not think they had a chance, but what a score from McPherson.
Oh my goodness. Finley McPherson fired up about that one. What a goal from the captain. Takes it from behind her own net. Goes through every single player on the ice for the Stars, backhands it past Palmer. And just like that, after it felt like they could not get control of this game at all, they have a 2-1 lead here. And they have a hot goalie in net.
And McPherson now with a goal and assist on the game, 2 points after that impressive display of 101, and I'll use a basketball terminology, coast-to-coast level play that went all the way from one side, and she said, I'll do it myself. I'm going to pull a Thanos quote out, but literally did that and went with her backhand to score. You don't see that too often, but that is a highlight level play in this 2025 NSFHL U18aa tournament.
Stars trying to get back on the board now. Another save there. Sophie Kidd starting to take over this game.
As you'll see here on the replay on chance for the Fundy Highland Stars.
And the Stars will go back on the power play. McRae in the box. Nice move there from Garcia.
Yeah,
Lost.
Garcia, that puck goes into the bench. Heads up here for the coaching staff for the Fundy Highland Stars.
Heads up if you're a player, because it did hit somebody's head there. Not sure who, but it was right on the gauge. Did not look like a fun one to take if you weren't looking.
That's why helmets were invented for this sport. We're not in the old days in the 60s, 70s, and 80s where you can have the option to not wear a helmet.
Shot there.
Garcia, that shot took down Kotzer. And Kidd's been unfallible.
Yeah, die trick. Talking to Dennis, and I'm seeing it now. Connor, it's kind of hard to say now that she's not an instigator right there. Little hand motion, sweep you away from my net.
A little bit of sportsmanship. That's what you do. You compete. This is a competitive provincial tournament. You love to see it.
Garcia again. She's been the quarterback of this team's power play.
Garcia just able to keep it in, and back now Lothar. Garcia back with it, setting the pass up ahead. Puck is loose, up and
what a save!
No! Kidd got ahead, and Kidd's actually shoving, trying to get Porter out of the crease and able to clear it. But what a sequence from Kidd, and so many chances from the Fundy Highland Stars. Back now Lothar, Garcia, and then a whistle.
Yeah, it looks like the net's off.
And it looks like Kidd.
Check that. Kidd shaken up.
Yeah, and there was a lot of commotion going on in the crease that Kidd had to deal with, and there was a conversation going on with referees. But we'll see on the replays here of what happened here in a moment. But yeah, this has been an interesting power play. There's been a lot of power plays here in this second period.
She
Four of them
did
in
get
total.
a piece of that with her glove. Yeah, I'm not sure when she got hurt there.
And I know the coaching staff's talking to see how Kidd feels. Only have like 3:32 left in the second period. And since we probably have some time, go ahead and we'll see this replay here. Yep, that was the paw stuck out by Kidd, and we talk about like individual MVPs per position. She might be in that conversation to win MVP as a goaltender. Just impressive play from Kidd. As we talk about sponsors again, shout out to Dexter Construction, Highland Geomatics Engineering Incorporated, and Kaiser's Group, and their presenting sponsor Farley and Stevens. Also, exciting news in Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia, has been named as a top 4 finalist in the Kraft Hockeyville contest, the national competition, which rewards one community the chance to host a NHL preseason hockey game and win $250,000 prize for arena upgrades. Recognizes the importance of community rinks in shaping the future of hockey. As a finalist, the Sackville Arena has an opportunity to win this incredible prize, which will contribute to ongoing improvements, helping to ensure the arena remains a place for future generations to continue to enjoy and develop their love for sport. Now it all comes down to votes, and they need our support. Voting is unlimited. It started yesterday, April 4th at 10 a.m. until today, April 5th at 6 o'clock p.m. So simply go to krafthockeyville.ca and register your email. Anyone 14 years old and up can vote. You don't have to be from Nova Scotia to vote. So tell your friends, family, far and wide to vote too. Sackville is Hockeyville. Wow, perfect timing. Read that sponsorship, and the game just started right back up. And it looks like Kidd is good to go after that stoppage, just to check in with the coaching staff, and that is a huge boost. She has been everywhere today, playing at a high level for the Metro West Force Blue.
And just like that, she's got to keep defending.
And there is another penalty that will go against Metro West Force Blue as Palmer goes racing down and try to get the extra attacker, and then Saunders touches it. And that is a penalty.
Yeah, and they'll have 28 seconds with the 5-on-3 advantage. And that is not what you want to see if you are Kidd. Just after that break you had.
Crazy enough, though, Ethan, this is the 4th power play that has gone in favor for the Fundy Highland Stars. And they're still down by 1 goal.
Yeah, they've had plenty of pressure, but Kidd's been very strong. Garcia been out there for a long time now, blocked by her own teammate.
Yeah, no, unintentionally accidentally hit her own teammate, and that's hockey. It happens, but it looks like Hatchard's okay. A little bit of a sting.
They need to get more passing going. It's only 5-on-3, and they're just passing it right through the players.
Yeah, like I told you last time when they're on the power play where they scored the first time around, they just give it to Garcia and let her do the damage. And then, okay, there's a little bit of shoving after the whistle stoppage, and good presence of mind from Hatcher to pull her teammate away. So a penalty is assessed to McRae, number 19, I'm assuming for roughing. So this is, we'll see on the replay here after it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a slew foot right there. And they will have a 2-man advantage for a minute 32. And they'll have control here.
So the 5th penalty called against the Metro West Force Blue, and not what you want to have, especially when you have a 1-goal lead, to give too many chances to the Fundy Highland Stars, and a player like Garcia, who doesn't need a lot to get going, shoots it open. What a save! Sophia Kidd just flashed the leather, and it was wide open, but denied by Sophia Kidd. And you're getting multiple teammates saying thank you so much, and we're getting a lot of smiles here from the camera crew. That is one of the best saves you are going to see all tournament long. We'll get the replay of it.
Oh,
and it was wide open. And you see the replay. Oh, my goodness. Tonight as Bagnell Lothar puts her head back. Could not believe that Kidd denied it. Oh, my Lord.
That might be the best save I have ever seen in person. And I have seen hockey games my
Garcia
entire
with
life.
another glove save.
Oh, my goodness. I can't even get over that. Sophie Kidd, even after the injury she just had, almost taken out of the game, and then makes a play like that on the 5-on-3 penalty kill.
And Garcia tries to have another chance, and another stop by Sophia Kidd. This is a wild performance that we're seeing. And it reminds me, I hate to always bring up old hockey players that I'm a big fan of, but Patrick Waugh, a famous Hall of Fame level goaltender, in the '86 title that they won for the Stanley Cup, he would put performances on his head. He would single-handedly carry Montreal to a few Stanley Cups in '93 and '86. Now it's all because of goaltending play, and right now, Kidd is just anytime she's got eyes on the puck and she can see it, you're not going to be able to get it past her right now. And when you're in the zone that way as a goaltender, there's nothing that they can show you that's going to disrupt your level of play.
There's a chance there from Garcia. Still 40 seconds with the 5-on-3 advantage.
And Garcia, there's some traffic up front. Doesn't know where the puck's at. And there's another stop and coverage by Kidd. I feel like there's a good nickname we can give Sophia Kidd. I'm still pondering on it. It's got to ring when you say the name.
Yeah, good call from the ref there. Clearly jumped early on the face-off.
Yeah, and 21 stops and only one goal allowed by Sophia Kidd. An excellent saving percentage. We'll take a look at some of the regular season stats for Kidd here in a moment. As Dean has it, they go back to Garcia playing more of a pseudo-defenseman role in this power play. Go back to Dean, fires it off the captain, McPherson.
What a nice block from the captain.
Got a few seconds left on each of the penalties that were assessed against Metro, West Force Red. McPherson has some space, but you will have Hatcher coming back. McPherson trying to make the move.
Almost had a breakaway chance.
Yeah, I mean, McPherson already with a goal and assist today.
It's still 5-on-4 for 18 seconds. Final minute of play in this period. Another save by Kidd.
And
Garcia can't even believe it.
She's putting her hands up saying, I don't know what else I can do right now. And what they're doing, that you can see here, Ethan, they're changing the strategy. So instead of trying to go one-on-one where a kid can see it, they're trying to put bodies in front of the net so Kidd can't see the puck. And that's just good coaching, but it just hasn't worked. You can see when we cover some of the replays that it's not been working at all. And even when you've had an open net, the kid's been there to stop it.
Yeah, it's like she can teleport.
Well, she just can predict and read the minds of the players, it almost seems like. Professor X type of level. I am allowed to use an X-Men reference there.
And stop there on shot from Garcia, and they've officially killed off.
Yeah, they're even strength now.
All three of those penalties in a row.
And they still have, more importantly, the one-goal lead over the Fundy Highland Stars. Another shot by Garcia denied. Another save, back-to-back. I mean, what can you say about this kid besides the kid is doing the work?
My goodness.
24 shots. 23 stops. I don't know who's going to be the MVP of this game, but player of the game, I will say.
Well,
depending how these things go, I mean, I hope to interview her to ask her, just what's your thought process when you're going through all that? I don't know. Like, can you walk me through the save where you just put your hand out and it just went in your glove? I
feel like.
Did you intimidate them before the game? What did you do? Did you say, like, you're not going to get anything past me tonight, this evening? I don't know. It's just.
I don't know. Even if she manages to somehow not win player of the game for her team, I feel like she needs to be there with the player of the game just to talk about that amazing save.
No, it's been a well-round effort, but we're going to the second intermission break, and it's well needed for both teams, as we'll go through a few replays here in a moment, but we'll talk a little bit about this game up to this point. So first period, no goal was scored, but that second period it changed. So you had a power play goal from Bagnell Lothar through the assist of Garcia, and then followed up shortly, there was a goal scored by McPherson on the assist from Dietrich. Check that, a goal from McGinnis that was assisted by Dietrich and McPherson. Then McPherson had a crazy play where she went coast to coast with the puck and had a backhanded goal go up 2-1. But towards the end of this, there were 3 power play chances in a row in favor of the Fundy Highland Stars, and they were able, and they went on the advantage, and they still were not able to get anything past Sophia Kidd, who's been the story of the second period, as you'll see a lot of the highlights here.
Yeah, we'll see that coast-to-coast goal once again earlier in the game.
That we just talked about from McPherson. But as the replays get going, we have this intermission break. So again, you're watching this 2025 Nova Scotia Female Hockey League U18aa Provincial Tournament, produced and powered by Maritime Athletic Profiles. You're watching this on the YouTube live stream. Ethan and I will step aside, take a break, finish our pancakes, and bring you back with the third and final period of this game. And welcome back here, folks, to the third period, this second game of the day 2 of this day 3 2025 Nova Scotia Female Hockey League U18aa Provincial Championship. Man, when you say that all at once, that is very long. But this is where we're at, the second day, second game. You have, of course, the Metro West Force Red up 2-1 over the Fundy Highland Stars as a little bit of stop before the puck drop, but just to talk about what has occurred up to this point in this game. So currently, first period there wasn't much going on. The second period is where everything happened. So you opened up with a score by Bagnell Lothar from the Fundy Highland Stars to give them a 1-0 lead due to the assist from Sofia Garcia. And then the response immediately by the Metro West Force Blue. They got a goal score from McGinnis, and it was a very pretty goal from McGinnis and beautiful passing too. She was able to get a tough angle, or just able to get it over the shoulder of the goalie to tie it up a 1 apiece. And then McPherson, who had assist on that goal, followed up with a goal of her own to give them a 2-1 lead. And then after that, there was a slew of multiple penalties that were called, not only continuing the first period, but in the second period. There were 5 power plays called in favor for the Fundy Highland Stars, which leads to our other development, the goaltending play for Sophia Kidd. Out of her mind. She had one of the best saves we've seen all tournament, and what Ethan said, which I agree, it's one of the best saves I've probably ever witnessed in person. Said it was one of the greatest saves he's ever seen, where you saw Kidd lay down, sprawl on the ground, put her glove up when the net was wide open. That was off the post, and was able to come up with a stop that absolutely denied Bagnell Lothar, who threw her head back and could not believe it. So it's been, towards the end of that second period, all about Sophia Kidd, the goalkeeper for the Metro Force Red.
And Metro West has had a lot of control to start this period on the power play. Comes back to the captain, blocked there.
Yeah, McPherson, playing very well today, as we just talked about her. As Key will have to go back, racing with it with Gervais. And also Kidd, too. It was a little banged up. There was a stoppage in play, but was playing fine as Dietrich doesn't get there in time, and an icing called. Assistant captain McRae passing it up to Saunders. Saunders did have the assist on the McPherson goal, along with McInnes. Now, so a few players have a goal and assist in this game, McInnes and McPherson, for the Metro West Force Blue. Fundy Highland Stars Garcia going around behind the net. Gets to Dennis. Dennis fires it wide, past Peck. Picked up. Peck battling for it. And Totten not able to get there.
Puck gets dumped down here. Moore's going to get there. Can't hold on to it.
McClellan with a good pass up ahead, and the stop again from Kidd. Are you kidding me? Another glove save. Just supreme confidence that we are seeing right now.
Yeah, it's like she never left the ice when the Zamboni came on. Still in the zone.
She was actually driving the Zamboni, actually. She didn't want. She was so in the zone, she did not want to leave. Yeah, 24 saves for Kidd. And here is Gervais, takes a shot, goes into the glass. McKay able to follow it up, trying to send it out up front. And a whistle. believe it was Taylor that we saw in that previous who tried to get the shot off and get it past the gloved hand of Kidd and was not able to do so. Here is a move here from McKay. Just the puck got a little bit far away from her, and then the Highland Stars are able to take it and try to get it out of the zone, and they do. Here is Porter. Wiley to the right, following by Taylor. Porter goes around, loses it for a moment, puck up front, but no Highland Star to take it, the shot. Palmer.
And Peck just threw it on net there.
Just wanted to get something on the net. Palmer there, not a problem. You never know. One of the rare cases you shoot a shot from that distance, it could go in. We've seen it happen before.
Lots of pressure from the Stars in the corners here. Good job from Taylor to keep it in the offensive zone. She's got it in that left corner again. Just can't keep it in there.
Dean was coming in for it. Too far wide.
Cross-ice pass intercepted by Dietrich.
McRae gets to McPherson. McPherson making some moves. The shot is, and Palmer able to lost it. Almost had a chance for rebound, but able to cover it before anyone else was able to get to it. The closest one to it was McClellan. You'll see the replay of it here. McPherson trying to set up for McClellan, and Palmer settling everything down. Here's Chloe Garcia. Shot, and that was just over the head of Kidd. Dean. Back to Garcia.
Nice job from Dean to keep it in. Still got out by Metro there.
Puck goes all the way, and an icing call. Yeah, we see the shot attempt from Garcia. Just a hair high.
She's had quite a few shots this morning, but put a lot over the net. Sent right into the chest there, however, of Sophie Kidd.
Yeah, and Garcia, she's been doing what she can. She's been able to get shots on net, which is important. But the other issue is Kidd's just been an unmovable force between the pipes at the moment, as Garcia tried to quickly get a shot off from the face-off win. And Dietrich almost had it. McGinnis, no. McRae will dump it. Palmer just tips it with the stick to go left of the post as it wraps around. And Garcia sends it right into the waiting arms of Gervais. Another shot on goal. Palmer easily defends it. McKay. Just didn't have it. Peck. As Garcia sends it. And closely followed by Marchand.
Yeah, good job from Olivia Coetzer there. Almost halfway through this third, still a 2-1 lead for Metro West Force Blue.
And that was off the stick of Kidd. Approaching halfway completion through this third period. It's Lothar. Just goes back for it. Another icing. Been a clean so far third period.
Yeah, surprising with how many penalties there was in the last period. I mean, there was the one that carried over to start for sure, but no new ones happening in this third so far. Exactly halfway done now.
Actually, I remember this year when I was calling a St. Mary's Husky football game, and it was a home game, and we had an absurd amount of penalties that were called. I think it was close to 30 total penalty calls. It was the most penalties I've ever seen in a football game, and I've watched a lot of football, NFL, college, since 2011 when I really got into football, and that was by far the most I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot more in hockey than this, but yeah, it's been a lot of, and you could see the penalty calls. They're starting to diminish, and just everything's starting to calm down a little bit. I think that first period tensions were a little bit high, and they continue the second period, but it seems after that long intermission, I think cooler heads have prevailed, and everyone's settling down a little bit. And this is still a very close competitive game. Only a 1-goal deficit for the Fundy Highland Stars, and all it takes is one shot off the rebound, because what they did, that first goal they scored was off a rebound. So maybe the strategy for the Fundy Highland Stars is to try to go pad level with some of their shots so they have a chance for a rebound, whether you get someone on the other side of it. If you're going in left, have someone on the right, someone in the middle, just to try and get some different looks and different opportunities.
Yeah, it's tough for the Stars when, I mean, you've had one real chance that could go in. Yeah,
that brilliant glove save. Well, there's a few times. There's probably, you could make an argument that there were a few goal-scoring opportunities, but Kidd, right place at the right time. And if you think about, I always wonder when they teach those type of situations when you're in the slot and you have a wide open net, if you should go like top shelf with it. I don't know what the teaching philosophy is for those. I've always been wondering about that, because I've seen so many saves that way where the goalie just lifts their glove up ever so much and it ends up with a save. So I always wonder how that is taught, or if that even is considered, because a lot of times you just want to shoot as quickly as possible. But
and I think that is really what is taught. I mean, from experience of being on the ice, when a situation comes like that and you're just sitting in front of the net,
you just want to tap it in. Yeah.
You just want to fling it. Yeah. It doesn't matter how you shoot it. You just want it to send it at the net.
Yeah, and there's a pass save, as almost had a follow-up score, but good flash of the pad from Palmer.
I think that's where a lot of the misses on open net shots come from, just not thinking about it how Garcia would think about a shot like that.
That's two shots you just had in different possessions where it has been stopped and denied by Kidd. And they're not bad shots. She's placing in different positions, going blocker side instead of the glove and changing it up. Like, the trajectory of the shots from Garcia is not the problem. Just the problem that there's no solution or answer to has just been the net minding from Kidd. I mean, what else can we say? I think we're running out of adjectives to describe what she's been able to do here through a period and almost two periods combined.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the shot total with the Stars having 29, big hit in the middle of the ice there. No call, however. Guess the ref think they just ran into each other.
And Sickley is able to get to the bench safely. Gervais trying to find more. Pass up ahead, deflected and tipped, and stopped by Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer as well, only let in two. I mean, we haven't talked about her as much, obviously, with the game that Kidd has been having. But she has kept it a close game. Still only 2-1. I mean, we say, like, Kidd is unbeatable, but she has gave up one this morning. You know, one more shot just could mean the difference. They just need to keep putting pucks on net. And the Stars right now, they just can't seem to get a breakout going.
Yeah, and time is dwindling, and in a few minutes or so, they're going to have to make the decision to pull the goalie to try to get an extra attacker on the ice.
Nice move there by Garcia.
Garcia gets there, and there's another stop from Kidd. How long have we said that for? Save, stop, denial.
Yeah, and this time Garcia
Maybe
goes
next
for the 5-hole.
Yep.
Been kind of rare for her to shoot down low. I mean, I said earlier in this broadcast that she tends to shoot above the net. Must have heard me from down on the ice.
Everyone's a good coach when they're coaching from the couch. That's pretty much what we do. We know nothing. We're just commentators that see the game, and it's been great hockey what we're seeing from both of them. And just sometimes you're going to have really good days, and sometimes you're not. And there's still a lot more to go. Still, anything can happen in hockey. That's what is so unpredictable. Sometimes the best teams don't perform well on a certain night, and that ends up being enough for another team to be victorious. But Garcia has done a lot trying to create opportunities, and it's still 2:42 left in third period, a lot of time.
Yeah, puck goes out of play there into the Metro West Force bench. They'll get a face-off at their left face-off circle in their own zone with the 2-1 lead here. To the right side. Rebound!
Oh, it was just there for a moment for Bagnell Lothar. It had a chance to tie it, and it just went left, and then a whistle was called, and you can see Bagnell Lothar not agreeing with it. And we're getting some eyes looking over, saying, I don't know about that one, Chief. But again, it's tough being a ref. It's tough making these decisions, and Kidd, for the most part, has been keeping those under control. And so you can see the referees are having a little bit of conversation about that too.
Yeah, there'll be a timeout here. You know, the referees, they need to remember that Sophie Kidd is not a guaranteed save, guaranteed cover every time.
Feels like that, though, I will say. It definitely feels that way. I will admit.
Hopefully from now on they can remember.
Again, with this timeout, gives us another chance to thank our sponsors for this event. Dexter Construction, Highland Geomatics Engineering Incorporated, McDonald's Fisheries, Kaiser's Group, and of course the presenting sponsor for this tournament, Farley and Stevens. Again, this is the 2025 Nova Scotia Female Hockey League U18aa Provincial Championship Tournament. We've had 2 days of action up to this point. Day one was a good one. You had the QC Whitecaps Black finished at top of the standings. They lost today against the Metro West Force Red, and so Metro West Force Red and the QC Whitecaps Black are actually competing now for that first and second spot as that puck is sent down for an icing.
Yeah, the Stars decide not to pull their goaltender yet. I mean, with it being a 1-goal lead, I can understand feeling the risk of pulling it with 2:23. I'd say by 1:30, if they don't get a puck in the net, Palmer should be there.
And Garcia has it right there, makes a move, passes up ahead. Bagnell Lothar was there, follow up, 12, and saved by Kidd. Dean was there, loaded, fired, and Kidd said, you've tried that several different times. It's not going to work. I feel bad for Bagnell Lothar, actually. I know that was a different player that just shot that. But how many times have Bagnell Lothar had a puck right there in the slot, right there, and just either it just missed or actually got clean shot and look at it, and it was saved?
Yeah, it's been a tough one for her to find the back of the net.
She's literally doing everything right. I will say, like, being in the right position, that's a lot of what hockey is being in the correct position and knowing where your players are going to be. Garcia turns it over. Here's a chance for McRae, racing back to get back on defense of the Highland Stars, and that's fired right, and that's good play by Dean to get back into it. as McRae goes hard into the glass.
Dean's going to get called there.
So a power play for Metro West Force Blue late, which is not the situation you want if you are a Fundy Highland Stars fan. And looks like a timeout is called that I saw from the bench from Metro West Force Blue. Yeah, no, you don't have much of a chance now. Well, it'd be tough. You'd have to pull your goalie and try to go even strength on this penalty. That is an option.
Yeah, I mean, even strength is better than being shorthanded.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not what you want to see if you're the Stars. Bad time to take that penalty there for Dean. I mean, she had a great shift before that, but she's a little bit too much of her hip there going into the boards, causing McLean to fall. I mean, if you're the ref, you might know that she didn't really mean to do that, but you have to call it. So it's a tough one.
Appreciate some of the comments from our YouTube live stream audience. They're very nice. I appreciate it. Ethan's all right, you know. It's like, yeah, it's just me really doing all of it. You know, Ethan, he's just kind of here. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We like to have fun here. We were talking about pancakes earlier in the broadcast, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, if you haven't tuned into the first two periods of this game, especially the second, I'd really recommend going back and watching that.
Well, especially the last, I would say, 8 minutes of that second period. The way that Sophie Kidd has been playing as the netminder. And here's a chance for the Fundy Highland Stars a little bit late as they're trying to pull the goalie. As Palmer's trying to go back, is indecisive at the moment with 1:04 left in the period.
Yeah, Palmer.
And there's an icing.
And with that, she'll come. So they will play 5-on-5, pulled goaltender with the penalty. Just 1:01 remaining in this third.
And for the Fundy Highland Stars, one aspect of what they've done actually well today, they were able to win the faceoff, and they're able to get quick shots off the faceoff too. So if you're able to get Sofia Garcia out there, if you're able to get the faceoff to her, you might have a chance, and they didn't win at that time, but they could have a chance with less than a minute to go to make this interesting. You can see the defenders are playing very aggressive, pinching up, and a whistle.
Not sure what the whistle was called for there. Oh, this player down.
And with that, we will take a quick break and bring it back with the conclusion of the third period, watching this 2025 Nova Scotia Hockey Female League Provincial Title U18aa All-American Athletic Profiles on the YouTube live stream. Back with more coverage in just. We're back for you, 9.2 seconds in the third period to go. The quick stoppage. Goaltender is pulled as you have the Metro West Force Blue on the power play advantage, so they had to pull the goalie to try to keep even strength, and so Faria Garcia is going to have to make some magic happen, and is trying so right here, and great save from Kidd again. How many times have we said that? As Garcia was wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, under 30 seconds to go now. We'll see what the Stars can get going. Good play by McRae there.
And Garcia has it. Is going to make it all happen, makes a move. Less than 20 seconds to go. Another move, trying to go with the backhand. And there's a trip there and a penalty called.
9.9 remaining. And we'll have a 5-on-4 here due to the 4-on-4. And they'll keep their goaltender pulled. And it'll be the captain as well, McPherson, going to the penalty box there.
I think that is the second time we've seen McPherson in the penalty box this morning.
Smart play from King to not cover it there. And that should do it.
And it does. And the victory goes to Metro West Force Blue, their first win of the tournament. It keeps them alive in the race for the provincial title and crown. And for the Fundy Highland Stars, they drop to 1-2.
And there's McRae pointing to the scoreboard there. Oh my goodness. Hard loss to take there for Bagnell Luther. Had so many chances. McRae. Can't deny that one. When you're shown the scoreboard and you lose, what can you say at that point? You had 45 minutes to tie the game up. What a job from King. Should surely get, pardon me, check that, Kidd. Should surely get the MVP this game for the Metro West Force Blue. I have to say for the Highland Stars, most likely going to be Chloe Garcia. I mean, she completely ran the offense this morning for the Fundy Highland Stars. Should be getting to this in just a moment. Announce the players of the game. Also a very strong game from the Stars goaltender, Palmer. Yeah, and Chloe Garcia will get player of the game. No surprise. I mean, over 10 shots at least. And they don't end up giving it to Kidd. They end up giving it to McGinnis. I don't know how to feel about that one. If you checked into this broadcast today, you know who our MVP is here, me and Connor. And the players coming off the ice now in just a moment, hoping to get an interview with the players of the game. Would be Connor McKinnon himself. Down low at ice level. I'm just seeing some of those replays now. Seeing Kidd. What a game from her. Yeah, it looks like Connor should be coming up in just a moment here with player of the game, Julia McGinnis.
Hi everyone, welcome to the post-game show. I'm here with Julie McInnes from the Metro West Force Blue.
And Julia, you had a really great performance today, a goal and assist that helped your team to get a win today, and actually the first win of the tournament. So how does it feel just to get a win on the board and compete in this tournament?
It feels great. You know, we had a rocky start to the season, but I'm happy we're here, especially my last year playing hockey, and it's been really fun so far.
And I will have to say, talking about one of your teammates, Sophie Kidd, what a heck of a performance she had behind the net today. Just what can you say about her performance? There was a save, it was probably one of the best saves I've ever seen in person. Just flashed the glove and stopped. Just unbelievable. What can you say about her today?
No, I mean, when a goalie stops 33 shots in a game, like, that's just incredible. And I've been playing with her for 2 years now. Yeah, she's just held us in so many times, and, you know, props to her for that. Yeah. She's great.
And just to ask you, I don't know if you ever played in this arena before, but what does it just feel like to be able to play in a college arena here in the Dauphin Center, just for you and the team to be in this provincial title and competing for one?
You know, I love that it's in a rink like this, newly renovated rink and stuff, and that it's at home. I think it's the first provincials I've ever been the home team, and it's just nice to be able to sleep in my own bed at night, honestly.
Of course, and I want to ask you more of a personal question about what got you into hockey. A lot of players, let's family motivate, or maybe the player inspired them. For you, when you think about hockey, what pushed you into going to the sport and competing?
Well, you know, I started in ringette, and I was big into ringette. My mom said, I'm going to sign you up for hockey, you're a great skater. I'm like, hockey? No, I don't want to play hockey. And then now I'm here, and I just feel really grateful. Yeah.
Of course, and as you move forward in the tournament for you, because you got another game coming up, just kind of what's the message? Because I know it's a 3-day tournament, it's a lot of pressure, it's not a lot of time to recover. So just kind of what's the message to keep focused on the goal at hand?
Yeah, we plan on coming out hard our next game, and if we can compete like we did this morning, I have a good feeling about tomorrow.
And last question for you, another personal question if you don't mind. So obviously a lot of different players want to go into a different career or college. So if you look at your future, I know it's early right now. I didn't know what I wanted to do at that age, but do you have an idea of what you want to do, whether it be hockey or school, an idea what you're doing next?
Yeah, I think I want to go to Queens for economics. I really like math, and when I'm older, I'm hoping to volunteer as a coach, probably, yeah.
Well, Julie McGinnis, appreciate the time and best of luck on the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was Julie McGinnis for the Metro West Force Blue. We'll be back with more coverage of this tournament in just a moment here, folks.